driver interviews, pit action, industry news. We're bringing you everything that fuels the adrenaline-pumping world of dirt track racing. Buckle up now. You're sitting with the Slimy Bastards. Take it away, Jason.
All right, welcome to the Slimy Bastard Podcast Show in Britt, Iowa at the Hancock County Speedway tonight. I'm going old school with no video, just all audio. The guys wanted it this way, and we're in the old Bastard One podcast studio here. And pleased to have Farmer and Josh of Colby Fett's pit crew. But first and foremost, a quick thank you to Tom's Custom Guided Fishing Tours, and along with Slade Pitt and Pit Stop Motorsports. Check these guys out. They helped me along the way, helped me get to some of the tracks around and all that. So appreciate them, and thanks for the follows and basically watching our show. So with that, I got Farmer and Josh here. Guys, welcome to the show. You've been wanting to come on for a little bit. We've been wanting to do this since last year when we rolled out, and but here we are tonight. And not a bad night of racing. You guys came up through the ranks. Colby started last in Sport Mod and ended up fourth
tonight, yeah.
And then in the stock car, what did he start?
Ninth, second.
Yeah, so a pretty good solid night all around considering. And you guys are the masterminds behind the scene. And, look at this fucker here. He's all decked out like he's going to go work for Santa Claus here with his Christmas suit and that on. Did you pick that out, Josh?
Oh, no. He's had that for a couple years now, I think.
Well, it's Santa Claus Spectacular Night, so I thought I would support the theme and wear my Christmas suit that I bought for work Christmas party.
He's...
You're going to have to describe it because now you don't have a video. So.
Well, yeah. Well, we could. See, my wife was supposed to come in here and do some of this for me while I was doing this, but one of the kids must have fell asleep already. So, I already got some pictures here. I'm going to do some videos here so people can see this. I mean, look at this sexy fucker here.
He's got the sunglasses completed and all.
The only thing he's missing is the flashing lights.
Yeah, see, I already have that covered for the ugly sweater contest because I made my own ugly sweater, bought some Christmas lights, and then a battery power pack. Put it on the ugly sweater and then I can start changing modes so the lights all flash, and I kind of like Christmas.
Yeah.
I like going above and beyond.
So, Josh, where's yours? You need the elf outfit.
I'm a little big for an elf outfit. I'm a little big for that. I'm kind of surprised that Torrin didn't try to do some sort of glitter beard thing to me.
Yeah. So, I want to ask you guys, how did you guys get started or how did this all come about working with Colby and doing what you guys are doing? Who was first aboard and how did this all start?
I've known Colby since kindergarten. And so, as he likes to say, I'm just kind of stuck with him now because I've known him for too long. Back in the Hornet days.
Yeah, and then I met Justin when we were both working at Snap-on, and I found out that some, quote-unquote, some kid up in the drawer cells got a race car. I'm like, oh, really? This piques my interest. I like race cars. Like, maybe I can find some race car friends. Turns out it was Justin Colby, and we met and started talking about, helping him, and he let me come help for a year, and it's kind of where it all started, and it's been 8 years since then.
Oh, nice. So have you been doing it since day one then, Josh?
I started helping Colby out with the Hornets, and I went a couple times to the go-karts. Didn't do it a ton, it was just there because he was my friend, and then Hornets I started getting more involved, and then once we moved to the B-mod, Sport Mods, I really started getting involved a lot more. Right. Started going to the schools with him and stuff like that.
Yeah. You guys been all over, and you guys go all over, right? Like you go to Wisconsin. Last year you went out to Oregon.
That Oregon was a last minute thing too. Like he kind of just sent it to us as a joke. He's like, "Hey guys, wouldn't it be cool to go to this?" We're like, "We got the vacation in. We're ready to go."
Yeah, or that was a fucker to find out. You want to joke with us about doing this? I was already looking at Google Maps to see if we could cut out time driving through Nebraska somewhere. And he was already emailing the track under his email, so it didn't look like Colby was emailing the track to find out what the gear ratio we needed for. And to kind of keep it a secret, because we were all just like, well, maybe we should do this, maybe we shouldn't. And we're like, yeah, we should. Colby's, well, all right, well, what about this? And Justin and I already had an answer for it. Well, what about that? Justin and I already had an answer for that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're going to do this, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to do this.
We're going to make the 32-hour drive.
And it was worth it, though. I mean, you guys won. What was that, 10 grand?
That was like 7,600, because they had a couple people like call in during the feature and like put up money during the feature while it was going on.
Oh, and then one really nice pit worker donated his pay for us for the longest haul.
Oh, nice.
That was super cool.
Yeah. So when you guys went out there and raced, I mean, how was the reaction with everybody? You guys pretty well received, or?
Well, we showed up for practice night because we drove all the way out there. Because I took night shift and Justin and Colby split the daytime stuff. And Justin and I were sitting outside the trailer, and some guy drove by on his golf cart, and all of a sudden, like, we hear the brakes lock up, and like hear gravel's like. He stops and looks at us, and he points at me and Justin and goes, "Colby Fett?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "You guys are here? Really? We wondered if you guys would come." And we hadn't told nobody. Like, I told my parents, and that was it. And like, there's like 10 people that knew what was going on before we went out there.
Colby didn't even tell his parents.
No,
Yeah, I remember it. I mean,
They showed up here, and they asked people, like, where'd Colby go? Why isn't he here?
So last year, Colby, that was one of the first podcasts that we did here. It was actually right here in Britt.
Yep.
And with Colby and Chris Krug.
Mm-hmm.
And I came down here to, just the week after it when it launched, just to kind of see what the reactions were and that. And that's when I found out the day of that you guys were all the way out in Oregon. Well, everybody around here thought I knew because of our podcast. And I'm like, I have no fucking idea where he's at. That was before...
We teased it every day on the way out there with each one of us making a post on Facebook.
Yeah. My favorite was when we're driving out there and Colby's driving. I remember I'm sitting in the back seat and Colby's driving, and all of a sudden he picks his phone up, and it's Alec, his brother. And he goes, "Hey, why isn't your truck and trailer at your house?" And it's a Thursday night. So, like, if we're racing, we're most likely going to be at Algona Speedway. Yeah. That's 6 miles from Colby's house. And Alec gets to Algona, and we are not there. And he goes, "Hey, where are you guys at?" Colby looks at both of us and goes, "I don't know what to say," and slowly puts his phone back down in the center console and goes, "I'll respond to that later. I don't know."
Yeah, because his parents didn't even know.
Yep. Nope. The teasing on Facebook each day, we each got like a little teaser. That was pretty fun too.
And it was really funny when I posted mine. People thought for some reason it went to the East Coast. I'm like, well, a couple of those tracks strictly say Oregon or West Coast.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, we want to find something on the East Coast maybe one day.
So now that you guys been out there and you guys been all around Iowa, and now you're up in Worthington, you guys been running Worthington all this summer so far. What racing there has been because of all the rain and that, but you guys going up to Wisconsin here soon?
Yep, for the Captain of the Creek.
Yep,
Sport One.
So
one of our favorite tracks.
That's what I was just going to say. You guys behind the scenes, what's the best party track to go to that you two have a ball at, that you want to be at every year?
Easily 141.
Easily 141.
That's always our favorite.
Supernaturals is Supernatural, don't get me wrong, but 141 is hands down an absolute experience.
It's one of our favorite top 3 tracks. Like every one of us in the group.
Yeah. Why is that? I mean, what makes it so great?
The atmosphere, the track surface, the fact that there's a bar that stays open until 3, stop serving at 2, but then in order to get you out of the bar at 1 o'clock at 1:41, they take you in a little bus ride with the bus has Terrier tires on it, and they floor it around that track. And it's a fun ride.
We did that last summer. Remember this farmer? We were hanging out after one of the races, and is the one they had the bus races here. God, and I tried to get you on the bus with me.
Those things were hauling ass.
But I tried to get you on the bus with me, and you pussyfooted around.
I rode one of them. Because I remember writing one of them. I know I turned you down on one, but I know I wrote another one with you. Because those things were hauling ass around here. And this was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We got
I don't remember.
You guys already left.
Yeah, you already left.
I don't care because I brought the golf cart on a trailer with my truck.
That's right.
And Jason and I were drinking. That was the night that I don't know if you saw it on my Snapchat story. There was that guy hitting golf balls on the top of his toter into the infield of the track.
That now.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. There was that night, and then all of a sudden, some of them buses fired up, and they're like, "Come on, boys, let's go!"
Yeah, so we started running them around.
The first one, I told them no because I was talking to somebody, and I was just like, I don't know if I really want to. And I saw them; they were hauling ass. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go. He literally pulled up in the bus and he seen out the window. Farmer, come on! So, all right, I'm coming on. Let's go.
It was a fun night, but we were kind of scared shitless of tipping over.
Oh, they've tipped over before. I remember one tipping over
this
during
was
Night of
like
Destruction did a full lap on its own.
This was like 2 or 3 weeks after that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was after that happened.
Yeah, that was crazy. I love going to that Night of Destruction, but I haven't been able to go for the last couple of years because of that Slip to Vets.
Slip to Vets tour.
Yep.
Speaking of that tour, you guys like doing that?
Absolutely love it.
Hands down, one of our favorite events to be a part of.
Yeah.
I mean, whether we're one of the salute cars or not, we have a good time doing it.
I mean, it's just cool to like go be a part of it and everything, but like it's also pretty nice because we're pretty good at it. And he wins quite a bit. Not to give him compliments, but the kid can wheel. Yeah,
we got to keep his head small. We don't want him to get too big of a head.
Yeah. He comes. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't been floating through here.
He's got to be talking to somebody.
He's too busy being Hollywood. Yep.
Yeah, being Hollywood.
He always finds someone to talk to, whether we're here or 32 hours away. Someone will sit there and talk to him.
Yeah. But with that, I mean, with the salute to veterans and everything, do you find by the end of the week though you're just drained because of all? I mean, especially this year because you guys are doing both cars every night, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
and it's got to take a toll.
Not really. We're doing 6 nights next week, and we're a week before Salute to Veterans.
Yeah.
We have 6 nights racing next week.
Monday through Saturday.
But that's what I'm asking. I mean, do you guys find yourself where you're just like, holy shit, I'm getting worn out?
Not really, because once we start the season, we kind of kick it off and we start doing 2-3 nights a week, and then it's honestly in the winter when we talked about doing double duty and having 2 cars, like Colby and like Justin and I we were all kind of like a little bit hesitant, like, this is gonna be a lot of work, like we might need some extra help, but like honestly, it hasn't been too hard with Justin and I both doing each car because Justin's really, really good on the stock car. I know the sport mod pretty well, so it makes it simple because he can do his thing, I can do my thing, and we can, both trust each other to, do a good job and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
If extra help shows up, then we just kind of delegate them to one of us. One's the crew chief for the sport mod, one for the stock car, and just kind of use the extra people where we need them.
And then it makes things easier for Colby because he can go and watch the track conditions and let one of us know what we need to do before we're setting up either one of the cars.
Sure.
And if we do have extra help, half the time I have enough time where I can go watch the track with him with the sport mod and be like, yeah, I agree with you. We should do this for the setup and try that for the feature.
You're missing your farmer hat. What the fuck happened with that thing? Did you give it to some chick down in Boone last year?
No, the original one, that one is in the old enclosed trailer. The new one is actually in Colby's trailer right now. I didn't know what hat to wear with the old Christmas suit tonight.
So you should have worn that, like the straw farmer hat, and then had some like of those battery operated Christmas lights around it.
I had a Christmas theme one tonight. I would have. Oh yeah, that would have been great. But I didn't know we were going to do this until like this morning when I was already like fixing race cars and farming and spraying and
See, you should wear this get up at Boone.
I don't think they have any theme nights like that, though.
Well, there's Hawaiian shirt night, right?
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirt day. I should just get a whole Hawaiian themed suit.
There you go.
You just need that and like a khaki swimsuit.
Oh, I bet you I can find this same thing, but like in a Hawaiian print.
Go see through.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see that. I can assure you.
That's the reason why we're doing that. That's the reason why we're doing old school, so that no one breaks their cameras looking at us, and they can't associate our faces.
I gotta fuck with you.
Absolutely.
So with that, when you guys go around and all that, who's the, I shouldn't say no one is really in charge. I mean, because you guys are pretty well rounded where you guys know what needs to be done in that. But with the two cars, is like one in charge of just the stock car and one's just in charge of the sport mod, or
Yep.
how do you guys
For the most part,
that?
I mean, I got kind of a job where I'm gone quite a bit now, so Farmer's stepping up quite a bit and helping out with that a lot when I'm not there.
Yeah.
And vice versa, when he was in the field doing his life work, like I kind of helped out with the sport line so we can keep it going.
Yeah, but really, yeah, to answer quick, yes, but not really. Justin's more the stock car guy. Like he's kind of picked up on that. He's kind of got a knack for it. He's been pretty good. I've picked up the sport mod in the last year and kind of got really curious about Sebs and talked to Colby about it. I talked to Kelly Shryak about them, and just I like to learn. I'm a big how or why person. I like to ask and want to know why things are a certain way.
Sure.
The race car does this, why?
Do you guys go down to Kelly's shop quite a bit just to kind of educate yourselves, or?
If we're taking our cars there, or if we're going there for parts, we'll sit there and kind of discuss things and try to figure out. There's a lot of times where they're talking scale numbers and my mind cannot compute fast enough to keep up with Kelly and Colby. And Colby says he even has a hard time sometimes keeping up with Kelly's numbers. Like he rattles those things off so quick.
Yeah. When Kelly opens his mouth, I try to open my ears and listen as much as I can. Whatever I soak up, I soak up. The rest probably goes out the other ear. But at least I soaked up a little bit. Right.
Yep.
Do you guys, what's the proper way of asking this without pissing anybody off?
No, we don't need any of that. You go ahead and just say it.
What's that?
Go ahead and just say what you want because we don't need to worry about it.
No, it's nothing bad, but I just find it interesting on when you guys get two cars going and that if there's any of those hectic times where, because you see it with different teams at different times, right? And especially when nights are going bad and things start getting heated and out of, you know what I mean? Not out of control, but tempers flare. Who's the one that keeps it balanced though? Like who's
Justin in a heartbeat? He is the most calm one out of all of us. Colby and I will both we're both emotional roller coaster people. He's better than I am. I'm ups and down. I'll ride those waves. When the highs are high, I will be the happiest one of the group.
Yeah.
But when something really, really bad happens, it's going to be a battle between me and Colby about who's going to be the most upset. But this guy, he always keeps his cool.
Yeah.
I remember in Wisconsin at 141, there was an incident on the track. I wanted to jump off four-wheeler and go over and have we'll go to a couple words with another crew member of another sport mod. And Justin looked at me after I jumped off the four-wheeler and goes, "No, you get back on now." I said, "Yep, you're not a problem. Let's go. We'll go back to trailer."
I had a nice word with the guy and told him, hey, go back and watch what happened. You'll see exactly what happened. Because he wasn't watching. He was on his phone. Just reacted to what was in front of him.
Yep.
And then he came up and apologized.
Yep.
Yeah, so you saved an ass beat.
Yep. Justin's always the calm one. Well, I made that TikTok about the three friends in a group, and there's the one that gives no fucks, and that's me. And then there's the one that's always calm, cool, and collected, and that's Justin.
Yeah.
And then there's one that will never grow up, and that's Colby because he acts like he's a 12-year-old kid all the time.
And the video he had of it was absolutely perfect.
Yes, from the summer we were at Justin's dad's house, and those two were in the pool.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he put one of those floaties on, and it got stuck. And I happened to be recording, and he was trying, arms up in front of him. He's trying to get it off of him, and he's just stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You got a pretty good TikTok page going, don't you?
I try. I don't know. I just get bored and make stuff. I see a cool, cap cut filter, and I'll try something with it.
Yeah.
He's a social media guy for us because Colby and I don't deal with the TikTok stuff.
Yeah. It's fun to do. Like I find it interesting. It's mind blowing to me of what videos get views and what doesn't. Because you could put the fucking best video that in your mind that you just done out, and you may get 200-300 views. Then you put just some random, hey fucker, click,
For instance, the Hawk Tua girl.
Right.
And you had yourself a shirt from her.
Oh, yeah. Hawk Tua Tire Prep.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Hey, speaking of which, what happened to your tire bit shirts?
Oh, I still got that. That's a 6-year OG shirt from. I saw that pop up in my Facebook. No way, that's 6 years ago. As a joke, when I was just helping Colby, because when I first started helping crew, I was gonna help Colby and Justin, but they had 9-10 guys hanging around. I'm like, there's way too many people. I'm not gonna be about that. Then Nick Meyer let me help him for that year, so I helped him. And the next year, Colby only had 2 or 3 guys, so then I started helping him again. But yeah, that was probably my second year with Colby. I thought it was kind of a joke. We're yeah, that's all I do. I don't know much about race cars. I haven't worked on them. I don't shit about fuck.
Yeah.
And I made a tire, or had somebody make me a shirt that just plain white letters on a black t-shirt just says tire bitch. And it was a joke back then because it's, kind of funny because, yes, it's true, but, you're learning, it's not a big deal. And now it's completely ironic because I wear it, anytime we go to a 2-day show, I wear that one of the 2 days. I get 10, 15 comments everywhere we go. Hey, that's an awesome shirt. Or, hey, come here, I need to show you this. So, you need to come here with me and I need to show this shirt to somebody. And I've had people tell me they need to start selling them. I don't understand this huge fascination with it, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, then you sold one of your actual Cooterbilt shirt out in Oregon. Or you didn't sell it, you gave it away.
Yep, gave it away.
Because people like the Cooterbilt shirt.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Shut up, Mama D's.
Yeah.
When you guys go around, is there certain spots that you guys have to stop?
I mean, we like to see other racetracks. I mean, if we happen to be going by them, we're like, oh, hey, there's that racetrack. We did that a couple of times when we went out to Oregon, did a couple of things like the Salt Flats and a couple other places out there.
Yeah, that was cool when we did that.
Yeah.
We were going to, if we had the timing, we would have probably unloaded the car and taken pictures, guess where Colby is.
Yeah.
Put the car on the Salt Flats and see if anybody figured things out.
That was the one thing I wish we had more on the drive out was time to stop and do something or stop and kind of see the scenery.
Kind of on the way back too, but on the way back we had to actually haul ass home there to make it to work.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys had a quick turnaround time.
Yeah, we won the race. We sat there celebrating for an hour, if that.
I think it was maybe 2.
Yeah, I think we left at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning from the track, and we drove nonstop the entire way to for fuel.
Because remember, after it happened, Justin looks at me and goes, "Farmer, I'll take the first leg. I'm going to drive until I get tired, so you can have some victory beers because I know you really want one." I'm like, "Yes, man."
You even got to have one of the victory cigars.
So I had my some victory beers, and then I had me a victory cigar. I had to go around and find somebody that had a lighter, and that was a task.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Even in Oregon, huh?
Yeah. For some reason, they're I couldn't find anybody.
That's a weed state.
Yeah, and the weird thing is we didn't see any dispensaries or anything. We saw a couple driving through California, but we didn't stop. That was one of my things. I was like, oh, maybe we can stop at a dispensary.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. Just experience it, go in. We obviously don't have any of those around here in Iowa.
Yeah. Go to Arizona. It's right across the street from Kokopah Speedway there.
I want to go to Kokopah just to see Kokopah. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Track. That is first time being out there is in January for the Winter Nationals, and I can't speak highly enough of that track. It is just a cool track. What's really cool about it is you get up into where the stands are. The stands are all cement, but it builds up, so it's like in a stadium type thing, and that track sits down in a bowl. And when they come around turn 3 and 4 to start going to green, the sound and the echo, it's just
cool.
Cool. It's really, really cool.
It kind of sounds similar to Fort Dodge in a way.
Yeah, because it's down in quarry.
Yeah, Fort Dodge, the track itself is down inside of a quarry, and the pits are even higher than the track, so you can see down into the track. The stands are built into the hillside.
Yeah. See, I've never been to Fort Dodge yet, but that's a USMTS track.
USRA.
Or USRA.
Yep.
Yeah.
We used to go there when it was IMCA, and
I don't miss those days because
the half mile. We're not really a big half mile.
No, that year was so stressful.
Yeah,
that points racing
is very stressful.
Yes, I'm not a fan. I like doing what makes us happy. Things we going to tracks that support us, so we support them.
Right.
I like that. I always. Every year we always find a new track or two to go to.
You got to be doing pretty well because you guys been running Worthington weekly, right?
Yep.
Well, this year we are doing points racing for Rookie of the Year for stock car. Like
Okay.
that is something that Colby would really like to try because you can only do it once. So
Right.
we
You
are
might
kind
as
of
well just go
chasing.
full board. Or,
Ish, depends who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we go up to Worthington too because we like it a lot. We have some sponsors. Apparently, we're kind of like a hometown hero, even though we're not from there.
Don't get me started on that.
People like Colby. Don't know why.
What week was that when you were gone? It was just me and Colby up there. We had the stock car up there, and I was up there with Colby on the grandstand side because he was up there doing redraw. And I went another grandstands to get some food. And I hear him doing the redraw, and then hear him announce Colby Fett, and all I hear is just girls screaming, like young girls. And I'm like, why is he popular? Like, I turn around and I see some people clapping behind me, and I'm like, why? Like, who? Why do you like him? I don't even like him, and I work on his race cars.
well, hey, he's good. They're coming down buying shirts. That's helping you
Oh,
get
yeah,
around
we
the
have people
road.
stop by all the time.
We sold out of shirts too when we were in Oregon. That was another thing we did.
Yep.
We had a lot of shirts get sold there.
Really?
Yeah, we
I'll
ended
pay
up-
for your gas home.
Oh, yeah, right.
We actually totaled out what that was. It was one of the few trips we actually made some money on because I think it was $1,600 total there and back for fuel and food and hotel.
I think after everything was like all said and done, we cleared like $5,600.
Yeah,
Really?
Just for the Oregon trip.
and then he spent it all on the trailer.
Well, and
Don't get me wrong, that's
Wait,
nice. I'm not
honestly,
hitting my
it was
head on
very
anything
nice.
anymore. Oh, that's so nice. I don't hit my head on the lights.
Colby made sure to get a tall trailer to make sure Farmer didn't hit his head on anything.
it's a nice trailer.
It is a very nice trailer, and
I think it looks good.
we're still modifying, organizing
it
in
takes
that
some
thing.
time to get it to where you want it. And that.
Well, we were supposed to put the TV in today, but then the whole mishap with the stock car happened in Algona last night, so I spent the day working on the stock car instead of sitting in the shop working on putting the TV in the trailer or working on the sport mod. And Justin had spent the day working on Kelly's Shryock stock car, and instead of working on our stock car and helping me put the TV in the trailer. So yeah, so it didn't exactly go as planned.
See, I got this TV in my trailer here. You know how many times I've had it on?
Yeah, but see, you're not in your trailer while it's racing like
that's
we
what
are.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. When you're, and that's what I was just going to make a point of. Like, I'm not in the trailer like what you guys are
Oh, yeah.
when you guys are
We're
working
gonna
on the
use it for-
cars and all that. And
Oh, like if we
But-
had the TV there tonight, we'd either been watching either World of Outlaws or Lucas Oil Late Models, or we'd been watching Model Wars at Ogilvy for the USMTS race and watching Jim.
We'll
Hey,
be watching races
speaking
while
of-
we're at the races,
Yeah.
like different races.
Yeah.
speaking of which, what's your guys' opinions on the Ricky Thornton Jr.?
I get both sides. I completely do. If it's the Todd wanted to have Huddy come aboard and have a 2-car team, that makes sense from Todd's point of view, because I feel like not Lucas Oil, just late model in general is getting to be so big it's like NASCAR. And Todd's going to be one of the first ones to beat everybody to the punch, and he's going to start getting the really good guys, and he's going to be the next Mr. Hendrick of late model racing. Great plan. But I also get Ricky's point if he doesn't want to share setups with Huddy because Ricky's smarter than everybody else and he figured stuff out. I get that too.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to watch everybody finish the rest of the year. It'll be cool. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. It's definitely, can you believe all the views and everything on everything that's been done over the last week with all of this?
Now, people love to talk, especially on the internet.
Yeah. It's just mind blowing.
This one wasn't as exciting as the Hudson leaving XR though, because that one had the rumor of he banged Mark's wife. There was no rumors this time of Ricky banging somebody else's wife. Like this one was just like everybody's shocked, but all of a sudden, it all makes sense, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly thought he was going to NASCAR. That's what when I first seen it, I was like, I'll bet you $100 bill he's moving to NASCAR.
I immediately thought it was it doesn't, if it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
Right. That's what I was saying.
I was thinking Todd was penciling it out, and like with that. Well, have you seen the Kenny Wallace and Mark Richards video?
Yeah.
Mark talks about how you can't make money at all. Like, well, maybe that's what's going on. Like, you can't really actually make money in dirt track racing at that level with that expensive of a car.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's hard to make money in racing in general, honestly.
Right.
We did 1 year.
Only one year
yeah,
we ever
that's
actually
crazy.
made a profit.
Last year. that 10K in Mesa City against the USRA boys, and then we brought like 7,600 back from Oregon.
Yeah. You know, of all the wins that you guys have had, what's been one that's been stood out the most for as a team?
It's either going to be our first Salute to Vets win or the first big win, which was the 5K at Park Jeff, the Horsepower Nationals. One of those two.
The Horsepower Nationals one is awesome because Colby won, and Justin and I were trying to go down the victory lane, and I'm like running hard. And I'm not like super athletic, but like I would think that I can run a little faster than Justin. And I looked around right, and Justin's there, stride by stride. It was like stride for stride. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm good for about 100 yards. After that, I'm pretty dead.
To me, my favorite wins are got to be the Sport Mod win. I'll go with for Salute to Vets when I had to stay up all night and replace the whole right front of the Sport Mod because Colby sent it too hard going for the win. No regrets. That's fine. Absolutely was fine with it.
Yep.
Put it in the wall in 3 and 4 on the last lap, going for the win against Matt Lowe. Bent a bunch of stuff up in the right front. Well, it was a salute car, so it had to be in Algona by like 11 o'clock for pictures and all the fanfare and all that stuff. So Colby's obviously got to work, Justin's got to work, I got to work. So like, what do we do? Like, well, I guess I'm just going to stay up all night and fix this because we got the parts from Kelly's trailer and went back to Colby's house from Spencer, got back at like 1:30, I think, and started replacing the whole right front end parts and put it all back together. I had the nose off to replace the nose damage, didn't get that done, and then it was like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I changed my shirt into a clean shirt from the back of my pickup, drove to work, and just started my 10-hour day at work. Left the body damage for Justin to fix. He got that done and went and did the whole shaking babies and kissing hands thing for the Salute to Vets. I love that line. Love it.
I actually tried to wait for you guys, but Colby kept talking and talking and talking. And we're like, dude, we got stuff we got to get done here. And I ended up falling asleep while waiting for him at my house. So I never actually went to go help him that night. But
was that the year that you guys had the wrap with
the green? The green sport bike.
Probably one of my favorite wraps on any car.
So good.
The details that were on that thing were awesome.
Yeah.
So after I pulled the all-nighter, went to work, went back to Colby's house to get the car ready, like loaded up. No, it was already in Algona. So I went to Algona, met Justin and Colby there, and Colby looks and goes, "Dude, you look like shit." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I ain't slept. Like I was in your garage all night." And he's like, "If you want to go home, like that was the whole thing. It's like you need to be here and you need to be focused. You need some sleep. If it's absolute worst case scenario, I can go home and miss the races tomorrow if I know that you're there and you're going to be competitive with the Salute to Vets car."
Yeah.
Ended up winning, getting that bottle of private first class, and I ended up sitting in the pits all night and drinking the entire bottle of private first class on like no sleep for the last like 36 hours. Oh boy.
I mean, I helped a little bit. I mean,
the bad thing is the entire thing, but yeah.
The bad thing is that we cracked that thing open the moment we passed tech, and the tech guy just kind of looked at us. We're like, sorry.
He's shining his flashlight at us like, "Hey guys, come on."
Yeah.
Quickly put the top back in it and slid it back down in the seat.
And it's now going over, they are stricter in hell about it too.
Oh yeah, races aren't over yet. We can't be drinking.
And we fully get that, but we just wanted to celebrate. It was our first big salute win, and we were ecstatic about it.
Yeah, last year I was walking around with one of them monsters, the hard monsters, and the guy come up and he goes, "No alcohol," and I'm like, I just go to Boone and wherever. I didn't know that was a thing.
There's not many tracks that allow drinking in the pits.
No.
Yeah. But no, with that being said and all that, what I want to ask you guys, I've asked this on my podcast this year to like all the modified drivers and all that. But if you were to take I'm going to use sport mods now. Sport mod drivers, that would be your Mount Rushmore drivers. Who would that be? So you got 4 drivers, but I'm not talking A mod. I'm talking sport mod because you guys know that class inside and out.
So I would have to feel that Colby and Alec both are in that 4 for me.
Do your 4, I'll do my 4. I just love my 4.
Man. Trying to think who else I would put up there. See, I don't pay attention much outside of our area,
right.
Like what we race against all the time. This year, like there's been some people that have just been really improving, coming up like really well. Like tonight, Charlie Stevens, he looked damn good out there, even though he got in a wreck and almost like crushed one of his headers closed. He fucking was flying the entire night. He looked good. And he's been getting better and better all year. Like I'm waiting for him to just fly past us.
Right.
I mean, I've always enjoyed watching Cam Reimers race too.
So you got the Fett brothers, Cam Reimers. You got one more. Farmer's going to be your answer in about 2 seconds.
Well, I'm going to lead off with the one that Justin forgot. I'm going to go with the 6-time national champion, Matt Lowe.
Okay.
You cannot have a Mount Rushmore of sport mods without Matt Lowe.
Yes.
Love him, hate him, indifferent. I don't care what your opinion is.
Yeah.
Matt Lowe is a 6-time national champion.
And he's a damn good driver.
He's very, very good. Matt Lowe is very good.
He would probably be the 4th one in that.
Yep. My Mount Rushmore is Matt Lowe, Colby Fett, Alec Fett. Oh, why did I just forget my 4th?
He was over exactly like me.
He was over here giving you the eye like, you're going to hurt this
forever. This is why we call ourselves what we call ourselves.
Oh, yeah. We are 3 halves of a whole idiot.
Me
3 halves of a whole idiot. Oh, Brayton Carter. That's who it is. Brayton's very good. That kick and wheel, very good in Southern Iowa, wins a lot of races. Brayton Carter was my 4th.
Gotcha. It's a neat. I like asking that question just because it gets guys thinking, of, especially in the A-mod guys, because you get some of them older guys and they'll bring up them old school guys. You know what I mean, like Kelly Shyrock.
So you want to hear my old school top 4, like Mount Rushmore of A-mod guys?
Or you can have
Kelly Shrag.
Yeah, why not?
Kelly Shrag.
Hold it. This is A-mod, right?
Yeah, A-mods. Okay. Kelly Shrag, Bob Weber, Mark Noble, Denny Anderson. Those are my Mount Rushmore.
Denny Anderson, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. I remember that.
Yep. I used to every week. Like when I was a kid, we went to the races Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Religiously.
Where would you go?
We go Friday night here in Britt.
Yep.
And that was back when I would go to those on Saturdays. If we wanted to go watch late models, we'd go down to Webster City.
Yep.
Wanted to watch sprint cars, we'd go up to Jackson.
Yep.
And then Sunday, we would go over to Mason City.
Yep. So that was my dad and I's deal too. We would always go to Britt on Friday, Webster on Saturday, and then Mason on Sunday.
Yep, it was always whatever mood Dad was in. If you wanted to watch late models, we were going to Webster. If you want to watch IMC cars, we were going to. I'll go on Saturdays, or otherwise we go to Jackson and watch some sprint cars. Like I remember as a kid leaving T-ball practice, like a game, in my baseball uniform. My mom has racing clothes in the car for me.
Yeah.
Changed my clothes in the car as a kid as we're driving to Jackson to go watch the races.
So now, on the flip side of that, of going, like your drivers and that, would you say 141 is your favorite track that out of all the to race at?
Oh, absolutely.
I talked about
the track surface and conditions. Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking
each
like
turn is different too. Like I like that track because it's just like an egg shape.
Oh.
Yep, each turn's different, and their dirt up there is awesome. I love that dirt. They always have a great racing surface.
Oh. What are you guys into for music?
A little bit of anything for me.
Everything from ABBA to ZZ Top.
ABBA.
Yep. ABBA.
With that suit on, Dancing Queen would fit you right now.
If this was Supernatural times and I had enough to drink, I'd be Dancing Queen in this suit.
That's what I'm saying. You need to bring it down there, and it'd be a fun reaction.
I do like the Hawaiian suit idea, though. I like that.
Hey,
I'm going to make some Amazon searches.
Bring them both.
Yeah, but nobody would understand the Christmas
I
one,
did
though.
love hanging out with you guys down in Boone this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because Justin Yeager and
Good, that's
Braxton,
good talking to those guys. Yep.
yeah, they were right next to you, so it worked out perfect for me, And them guys got to know you a little bit better too.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time. This is a fun week.
I remember because that was after I came back. I went back home after we qualified the sport mod and worked a day. Came back down, and that night I came down when I was talking to you and hanging out with them for a little while. They're talking to them. They're good guys. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they'll be up here for the Salute to Veterans deal, and that'll be
Good.
Yeah.
More we can get to that event than what we
I
want.
think it's interesting how that's grown just over the years since they've done it, right?
Remember when they used to have they only had 2 salute cars? It was 1 modified and 1 stock car.
Yeah.
That was it.
Reitzel and Green.
Yep.
Look at what Boone was last year. What was there, like 280 some cars or 270 some cars?
It was bad. And then the one year that they got rained out and they made it up the feature the next week.
The double night.
That we always like to remember every year having one big memory night, and that was our memory night.
Yeah.
Colby and I went down to Boone with his car, did that makeup feature first thing before Boone even started their weekly racing. Colby hopped on a plane, took a plane ride to Worthington where Farmer had another car, and Colby went out there and raced. Yeah, we did 2 races in 2 states in one day.
Whose plane was it?
So
A friend of ours.
yeah, a friend of ours from Worthington, he knows a pilot, so that's where we're flying to for the second race, right?
Yeah.
We were trying to run for points up there with the sport mod. Well, we're also starting on the pole of the makeup race for Salute to Veterans in Boone. So this is right out the gate. First race of the night in Boone. That's going to be a little hammer down starting the pole. You're not going to give that up.
Right.
You just go race for points in Worthington. So Colby had somehow worked out a deal with Nate Allbrant where he was going to loan us his car as another car, and Nate and I got that ready in Colby's shop Saturday morning. Colby and I got the sport mod ready, and Justin helped too. And then they left to go to Boone. I'm standing in the driveway of Colby's house watching Justin and Colby drive away in the truck and trailer going, this is weird. Like, they don't leave to go to the races without me. And I'm sitting in the driveway watching, waving my hand, bye guys, this is really weird.
And the fact that he decided to go drive the other direction.
So then Nate and I loaded up his sport mod into his truck and trailer, and I hopped into that and took off for Worthington.
Yeah.
Got to Worthington, unloaded the car, made a couple duct tape double zeros, and sat there and waited for
your driver to fly in.
Well, no, the funny thing is I got a text message from the guy that set up the flight, and he told me, he goes, hey, the plane's taking off right now. So he come over by the trailer, and he goes, yep, right over there. And all of a sudden a plane appears right over the Walmart in town. And he goes, there he goes. So then he texted me again with, yeah, you should be coming here pretty soon. And then all of a sudden the plane's coming back. And I go, there's Colby.
Yeah. No wonder. Now Hollywood is the whole crew.
Yeah.
I mean, we had our other pit guy up there, Tommy. He went up and picked up Colby at the airport and drove him to the track.
He drove literally from Humboldt all the way up to Worthington to pick up Colby at the airport and drop him back off at the racetrack for me. And that was it.
Meanwhile, I was by myself down in Boone driving his sport mod back home.
Yeah.
With a big trophy and a big check.
With a big check, big trophy, and a bottle of private first class that I still have in my fridge.
Oh, nice. How did you do that night up in Worthington?
Well, from last to fifth, didn't he?
Well, the whole plan was to actually make the heat because all you have enough time. But I think he was 15 minutes late from actually running his heat in the sport run.
So he
started in the back. Yeah. He started 12th and he got all the way up to 5th.
Oh, nice.
In a car he wasn't really familiar with.
Car he had never driven.
I've never heard this story. That's awesome.
You didn't know that?
No, I never knew that.
Colby's had some luck in cars he's not familiar with, like the one year down in Boone.
GRT, yep.
Yeah, the first year we got to drive Rocky Cottle's house car, his GRT house car. We put our engine transmission in it, and Colby won the Race of Champions down in Boone with it. That was the only, he was running a blue and orange car, and then the first race of the year in the stock car this year, he won.
Yeah. That was pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Salty memories.
Because you weren't there.
Yeah, because I was farming.
But you were there in video call and spirit.
Yeah.
But look at the outcome. I mean,
good. I I'm just a little selfish because I wasn't there. But yeah, the kid can wheel. I'm super happy to watch him do it. I mean, like, we all knew it was going to happen, but, like, I kind of thought it would be, like, more around this time of the year. We'd have to get acclimated to a stock car and like, learn a few things.
Well, and we never start a year planning to run for points. We always wait till the mid-season to see where we're sitting, and then we're like, all right, we're making a go for it now. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's a big win.
Yeah, I think that win qualified him for doing All-Stars, not, like, starting, like, in the show, but qualified him to go into the heat races and stuff for All-Stars.
No.
Correct.
And that right there is just awesome just to be a part of.
Right.
Especially since the IMC soccer class is just absolutely
Stacked.
ridiculous and stacked. And
Well,
it's such good racing.
After that race, I was talking to Justin Yeager on the phone, and he goes, Jesus, he must be a hell of a wheelman to sit there and pull that off in the first time ever being in a stock car like that.
The funny thing was, like, that car was Troy Swearingen's beforehand, and they literally just kind of threw some weight here and did a couple things here, and they're like, all right, go run it. They didn't even scale the car. They just were like, yeah, go for it.
My thing that I don't get is, so, like, we make the decision, all right, cool, we're going to stock car, we're going to keep the sport mod, and we're going to run both. Not once did Mr. Colby Fett go, hey, I should get some pointers from somebody on maybe how to drive the stock car. I know Kelly Shryock. I know Troy Swearingen. I know Mike Hamlin, who sets up Kelly Shryock stock car, who knows quite a bit about stock car setups. Not once did he go, hey, guys, what am I supposed to be doing out there? Like, what should I be feeling? Like, what should I be trying to do? What should the car feel like? No, I'm busy farming, and Colby's message in the group chat, like, yeah, we just won a race over, Kelly Shryock. I'm just out there winging it. What do you mean you're winging it?
We had 2 practice sessions here in Britt before that with the car. We showed up the first time with no numbers or anything on the car, and everyone's looking at me funny because I pulled it with my Jeep here. And they're just like, whose car is that? And why are you pulling it? I'm like,
it didn't have any, no stickers, no numbers, no nothing. Just a gray body.
He should have said it was farmer's new ride of a new stock car that he's...
The first thing Heath told me he thought it was Kevin Opine, but then he also questioned why it was being pulled by a Jeep. And then he thought it was Kelly's car that I happened to just be pulling for some reason. Which technically, at one point, it was Kelly's car, and it was the body of Kelly's car last year because we didn't want anything new.
Right. Because
first year, we're going to wreck some stuff. And I mean,
come December and January, we're working on the car going, we don't need a new body. Like, we're new with this. We're going to wreck some stuff probably.
Yeah, all they did was just kind of spray some leftover silver paint over the tire marks to make it look pretty. And
we had that day that we were working in the shop in Thompson and Troy's shop. Colby's in the back part of the shop, pounding out the dents out of the used body from Kelly. You and I are working on the car, putting motor and everything in, and welding that T-bar up in the back. Colby's just bang, bang, bang. Yeah, give the little kid the easy job, keep him busy, sit him in the back.
We forgot his Hot Wheels at home, so we couldn't sit there and play with them.
I give him jobs, like, I quote-unquote give him jobs all the time, just so I can have time, like, at the car by myself so I can do my thing.
Yeah.
Well, just Wednesday, we were in Alta. Chris Krug texts me and goes, hey, I need a favor. I need you guys to give me some oil if that parts trailer's got it. So I wanted to work on the stock car, and I want him to leave me alone. So I was like, you know what, Colby, hey, go to the parts trailer. Chris needs this. Here's the message. Look at this. Go get this and get it to Chris so I can work on the car in peace. I've told him multiple times, hey, go watch the track. I got this. Leave me alone.
And he does it.
He does.
Yeah, he usually just goes away when we tell him to go away. We're like, you just drive. You go away.
That's the thing is, we always kind of joke with him, like, hey, your job is to drive the race cars. Like, leave us alone. Let us do our thing. Yeah. You drive the race car. He goes along. We go, all right, cool. See you later.
Well, it makes it a little bit more relaxing for everybody because you're used to your ways of doing things. And
it's nice for him to be able to watch the track and see if conditions are changing. He can let either one of us know if one of our cars needs a setup change.
Well, with that, guys, I appreciate the time and coming on and
it was fun.
I know we wanted to do it last year and everything, and just never worked out. But
sometime we can bring Chris Krug in here with us, and we can just have a roast of Colby Fett.
The roast of Colby Fett. Yes, I like
this airplane story. That's the cake topper. I've never even heard this.
No. We have better stories.
Yeah,
I mean that's a cool story. Don't get me wrong, but we have better Colby Fett stories.
We have some embarrassing Colby Fett stories that we don't tell everybody, but
If he's
There's
in
some
here right
entertaining
now,
ones.
this is what you'd be hearing. Oh, come on, you guys.
For the right amount of bush light, I will tell some Colby Fett stories.
Right about a bush light, you'll have yourself your interviews, your drunk farmer interviews.
Oh, from
Yeah, there you go.
me and Brad. Oh God,
There you go.
they're going to be better this year. We bought wireless Bluetooth mics, and I bought one of those little anti.
Or the gyro.
Yeah, one of the gyro phone holders, so like just super smooth.
Yep.
Because last year I'm walking around with just a selfie stick, going, "Yeah, let's record videos." We're just two drunk assholes with a fucking camera and a microphone.
Well, with that, when you guys are out at the track, stop by, hang out with Colby Fett and the guys. Are a great bunch of guys to hang out with. They'll shoot the shit with you, have a beer with them, and check out their latest new shirts that they got. And you guys even got hats now. Those are pretty cool that you guys are doing.
Good looking hats.
But
And we got lots of stuff for kids. Hot Wheels, coloring pages.
I know my little boy loved it. He loves saying hi to Colby and all that just for that reason.
Kids.
Because he's about the same age and size as I mentally.
There's that. I was going to leave that out. But.
Nah, I'm not.
But with that being said, thanks for checking out the episodes and following us on Facebook and TikTok and all the social media apps, Spotify and everything. And again, TomTom Fishing Guides and Slade Pitt out there at Slade or Pit Stop Motorsports. And till next time, toodaloo, buckaroo.
Pit Stop Motorsports, Dirt Tracks Racing, largest inventory trackside parts service. We keep racers on the track, located in Rock Springs, Wyoming, and coming to a track near you. Check us out on Facebook at Pit Stop Motorsports. And tell Slade Pitt the slimy bastards sent you.
Driver interviews, pit action, industry news. We're bringing you everything that fuels the adrenaline-pumping world of dirt track racing. Buckle up now. You're sitting with the slimy bastard.